Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and this is a coffee and chat. For any new people that have joined the channel and subscribed, this is just a kind of little chat that I do maybe a couple of times a month or once a month, for a wee update on my personal life and how things are going. And if you're not interested in that, that's fine. Just go back to the other more spiritual videos. So, um, um, it's been a very, very busy week, because there's been a lot happening around about my younger daughter, but I'll go into that in a wee minute. First, I'd like to thank Elizabeth for buying me a coffee this week. And I appreciate all the coffees very much, so thank you, Elizabeth. And it's nice to be able to have even a private little thing going through coffees. I know I sometimes can message you better that way, which is quite nice. So anyway, thank you, and thank you to everybody that's been sharing the videos and also supporting the books. It all helps, ladies, believe me, and gents, it all helps. So thank you again for the support of the channel. It'll allow me to replace things as they break. I have a wee coffee cup full of what I can spend, when I need to. Anyway, enough about that. Just getting that out of the way in a way. I hate talking about money. First thing is, I got quite a fright earlier on this week, or last week, in that YouTube contacted me and said that there was a problem with one of my videos, and it was, if I didn't change it or whatever, it would be like a first strike on the channel. Now, what happens with YouTube, if you get 3 strikes, they just take your channel down. Now, I've been at this channel for 6 years, and there's over 650 videos there, and the thought of all that work going down, so I was like, what have I done? Because to monetize things, you have to say that they're generally suitable and they're not made for children, and there's not a lot in them. I don't tend to swear, or I don't do whatever, and I don't show clips from anybody else. I thought, what have I done that my channel's almost on its first strike? So I went into the video that that they told me had crossed the line, and it was from April this year, and it was a weekly tarot card, and it was the 8 of Swords in the Rorig deck, which has the wee man on with his head down, and the 2 roads, and then the 2 women that are topless either side. Now, this is a drawing, it's not a photo, and sometimes when it comes out, I sort of put my finger over them, but they're innocuous in a way, but obviously not suitable for everybody. Some people would be offended by a drawing of braless women, and not just one but 2 of them. So I immediately just took the video down, because that's the safest thing to do. So here's what comes next. I love Rorig. I love Rorig, and I've got other decks, and I do very occasionally use them, but we're talking about 1 in 1,000 of the work I do. So I still want to use Rorig. So what will happen is, I don't choose the weekly tarot card in advance. I sit down a few days to go, and then I just shuffle them and cut them in front of you, so that you're getting a natural reaction, and it also accommodates what's going on round about us in the world, etc. And that's the way I like to do it, and I will still do it. But what I'll do is, I'll have a wee check of the card first, and if it's got any random boobs or bottoms or bits or naughty bits, that there actually are some things in some of the Rorig cards that are a wee bit worse than that, but they're totally unnoticeable unless you have them close to the eye. but those I tend to cover because I know they could cause a problem. But it's just such a wonderful deck, and maybe every 10th card has something, maybe sexual in it or whatever. So I don't want to not use them, and I don't want to not to be spontaneous. So what I'm going to do is, if it's quite if it's obvious, like maybe the Princess of Discard, she's got the boobs out and the big moon belly, then what I'll do is I'll probably show the card, but I will just say it's not suitable and I'm not monetizing it. And if I don't monetize it, then there seems to be no real problem. And because the weekly tarot cards maybe get about 300 views or something, I make 30 pence or about 50 cents on each video for how long it's up. So it's just easier to not monetize the weekly tarot card if it's got what people would think would be kind of offensive, because I'm not risking the channel. I'm certainly not risking it for 30 pence. That would be silly. And if it comes to the fact that it means I demonetize the whole of the weekly tarot, so be it. They all add up, but they don't add up to that much, if you know what I mean. I think they're more, if I'm looking at it from a sort of more marketing point of view, I think that it's my work up there, and it's a good bundle, and I know people learn from it as well. But it certainly doesn't have, each tarot card goes up, it's viewed for about a week, and then it just tails off. So, and that's the way it should be. But I'm not risking my channel for 30p a week, believe me. It's just not worth it, as you can understand. So sometimes the weekly tarot cards will be monetized, sometimes it won't, and sometimes it, even either if it's monetized or not monetized, it might have my finger over the card. I wish I actually, I wish I actually could do more things like editing, because I could put little smiley faces over the boobs and over the buttocks and stuff that's in them. That would be fun. I would enjoy that. I'd probably still get a strike. No doubt I'd do it wrong and leave a wee bit hanging out or something like that. Anyway, so that's what's happening with the weekly tarot card. As I say, you always get the card that is drawn for that week while I'm on camera, and I'm not going to change that. And that has been frustrating at times, because remember the month that we had the same card out 3 times, the Six of Swords? It's like, oh, it's that card again. Okay, I'll talk about it again. So doing it that way is quite frustrating at times. If a card repeats, but if it repeats, it's repeating for a reason. So yeah, I'm going to continue still to do it on camera, and just work around it as far as YouTube censorship's concerned. So you can let me know what you think about that. I know that you love Rorik, and I do too, so it will not be changing anytime soon. So but let me know if you like a laugh. As I say, I got quite a shock when I realised what had triggered it. It was simply a drawing of boobs. They're not that big, it's not the whole card either, it's weird. But I don't know if it was an algorithm that picked it up or someone reported it, I really don't know, but there we go. The channel hopefully shall remain, because I will not allow it to get to 3 strikes. What worried me is if YouTube had gone through all the weekly tarot cards, and if they'd seen other cards like that, they would have given it a 2nd and a 3rd strike, and then it would have been down. So I spent a whole day going through every weekly tarot cards, every single one. And if it was, if it was a naughtier card, I didn't take it off. I just sort of made it just there. and certainly not monetized. And some of them I did take down, which is annoying, but it was the quickest way to do it, or made it, just made it private. I didn't take it down because I do like to have all my work. So yeah, let me know how you feel about that. And I hope you can imagine how panicked I was when I realised that I was getting a tell off from YouTube. It was like, no, my channel. You hear all these bad stories of people that go in and their channel's gone and they never get them back and they don't know why, Oh, it's crazy. So that's what was going on. Also, my daughter's, my younger daughter, Jill, her OCD memoir is out late September, early October, and the things have been released now, and I've been sort of just enjoying the process with her. She's got lots of just really lots of nice things happening at the moment, which is lovely. And I like to be there and, enjoying it, because I remember my first book coming out, that was my Tarot Novice to Pro in one book. The other thing that happened was I was reading through my Menopause book, Menopause, A Natural and Spiritual Journey, and I realised that it stopped before my grandmother's ceremony, and I've been involved a lot in work in writing grandmother wisdom book at the moment. And I thought, if someone sees that book when it comes out and then goes to the Menopause book, which is with a traditional publisher, then it's very out of date and it doesn't have a big chunk of the work in it. So I asked to buy my rights back, just like I did with Weegie Tarot, and obviously Weegie Tarot is now Karma City Weegie Tarot, and it's out by Saraswati Publishing. So I decided to do the same, and because the book was very underperforming, but in saying that, it's been out for 8 years, and it is what it is. Books taper off, and I'm very, very grateful to the publishers for the way they handled the book and the way they kept me to it. And I'll not forget that, but they were perfectly okay with selling me my rights back and doing with what I needed. So that came back this week as well. That will have some sort of rewrite. It will be based on the original book, but they'll take me right up to where I am now. But that will be next year. But at least I've got my rights back. And so if you do go on and you see that there's no copies available of, and there's no ebook of Menopause, yes, it is unavailable at the moment. It will be available as part of another book next year, and that won't be the same as the more wisdom and knowledge book that will be out probably before that. So you see, lots of stuff going on at the moment, mainly surrounding books, but I still want to do a lot for my YouTube channel as well. I've started doing some shorts, and some of the shorts I can be in, others I don't need to be in. That can be good for a day when I'm feeling like hell and just want to still keep in touch. I can do a random short with just a short message about something on it. So if you like the shorts, then keep passing them on and keep letting me know about that, because it's a new thing. And saying that, I was absolutely shocked. The one with Ganesh, my little Ganesh altar and grotto out the back garden, I put that up and I thought, oh, I don't know, there might be a few people on the channel interested in that. And I'll be doing that more about my home, my altars, my practices, because they fit better into little shorts at times. So, and I put it up and then went away, and 5 hours later it's over 500 views. So, thank you, Ganesh. Blown away by that, and I hope it may continue. So the next one that you'll probably see might be my, I'm looking over here. I have for my room, my writing room and my meditation room, I have all my altars in a glass cupboard, so I can open the door and have like a mini man there. And I think it'd be nice to show you that just in a 60-second thing, like the Ganesh thing. So anyway, I'm blethering, aren't I? But you know, there's so much that I feel that I want to share with you, and sometimes I'm not up for making like a 10, 15, 20-minute video. Sometimes I am, some days I'm not. Most days I'm not, but when I manage to do it, I enjoy it and it brightens me up. Don't think that this, although physically, this whole setup of doing videos, editing, getting them up, all sorts of things, can be very tiring. And it's certainly not worth the AdSense money, put it like that. Excuse me, I think my last AdSense for a month was something like £16. So it's really not worth it from that point of view. But where it's worth it is the feeling I get for passing on maybe what I know through my spiritual practice and through many lives. And also the joy it gives me and the wee community we've got, that's priceless, you know. So although sometimes it can be hard doing the videos, the joy I get from doing them and then all your comments is priceless. Thank you. I'm getting a wee bit filled up here, but you know, it's special to me. You're very, very special to me. Those of you that's been here since, what's it, 2015 now, 2016, there's been a lot of changes and a lot of movement in the channel and things we started doing and we didn't do, and new things that we've added on, and it's been continually moving to be moulded into what we want of it. And the friendships, the people that, you know, I rely on to tell me things about the channel, like, oh, by the way, that lighting was wrong, or did you see that, oh, the sound was down a wee bit, or are you okay, you know? Or the lovely comments on my scarves, which come autumn and winter I'll probably showcase a scarf every week or so. I love my scarves. So thank you for everybody that commented on, particularly my bee scarf, because it's recycled plastic, I think. It's a recycled scarf and I love it, but it's actually really warm, even though it's plasticky chiffon, but I love it. So anyway, so don't underestimate how much the channel means to me, and that's why I panicked a bit when I thought I had a strike against it, because I couldn't start from zero again, I don't think, but it's too precious, you know. Anyway, Jim's back went out a wee bit, but it seems to be getting a bit better, hopefully. Doggos are fine, girls are doing fine, lots going on media wise, so just keep clicking on those videos, keep sharing them, keep supporting the Dying to Live book if you would. It's not got as many sort of reviews as I would like. I'd like it to be a wee bit more, because reviews actually push it up. If you've not got many sales in 1 week, what happens if you get 2 or 3 reviews in? It actually pushes it up the ratings. Although you haven't sold it, the reviews and people actually looking at it push it up. Amazon's a weird thing. You know, you actually can go up and down the charts a bit just because of reviews. So if you would help out with that, that would be lovely. But I'm not going to ask you for anything more, because the channel is what it is. I just got a fright when I thought it might be taken down, and then I thought, oh, you know, don't make much from the channel at all, and now I'm getting nothing back from my weekly tarot. And then when I looked at it, it was like 30p a week. So yeah, no, that's not even going to keep me in coffees, believe it or not. So I was like, nah, I don't care. So anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're safe. And I just hope that life's going well and that you are still doing your spiritual practices, even if there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and even if there's a lot of stress. Remember to meditate, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Remember to have prayer as you go through your day. Remember to ritualize things if you can, because it makes things so much easier, and you just do it naturally if you've ritualized some of the things that you do. So please continue to do that. And join me in a couple of weeks for another weekly chat. Not weekly chat, a coffee and chat. And I'll see you then. I know I've forgotten to say something, but it can keep for the next one. Many blessings now. Love yous all. Bye.